Hello, this is XStarKillerX and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Top 10. Today we are going to be looking at the 10 most iconic monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh! Now just a note here, it is going to be only from the original series of Yu-Gi-Oh! As that is the only one that I've really watched all the way through. Just so you're aware. Let's get into my personal top 10 most iconic monsters.
Number 10.
Gate Guardian. Now this monster was originally seen when Yugi and Joey had to join together to fight these two brothers after beating Arcana in the Battle City series. Now the reason this is most iconic for me is it's just seemed like, in my personal opinion, one of the first big monsters that you see in that part of the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Series. And just what it takes to get together the three individual monsters and its power overall. And as a card as well, it's well sought after. So yeah, had to be one of the most iconic monsters for me.
Number 9.
Tomb World. Now of course everybody remembers this being used by Pegasus when in the last battle of the original series of Yu-Gi-Oh! So personally, the reason why this card, spell card stands out for me is just I remember first originally sitting down and watching that series when Pegasus used it and starts pulling out all the Summon Skull and Blue Eyes Toon Dragon. Yeah, it's just and it's also a really, really cool card as well to use. So yeah, really good.
Number 8.
Relinquished. Now this is used by, again, Pegasus in the final duel against Yugi before he turns it into the Thousand Eyes Restrict. Now the reason I like Relinquished, personally for me, it's got one of the most badass effects as a card. You can steal your opponent's monster and use that basically to turn itself into that monster. It's just a really, really good monster, and when you think you come out and you start stealing all Yugi's monsters, it's just really, really cool.
Number 7.
Great Moth. Now this is a similar one of Yugi's first big battles when he reaches the Duelist Kingdom against Weevil Underwood. Now, main thing about this is you think when Weevil finally gets this onto the field in the duel, you think that Yugi's just about to go down, and then he managed to pull off an insane combo and manages to bring down the Great Moth. It's just like it just really stands out personally to me from the first series.
Number 6.
Harpy Lady. Now, of course, you all know this as being my Valentine's signature card. Mostly stands out for me is, again, it's from the original series, of course, as all these monsters are. And it mostly stands out with being a signature card of one of the main characters. It's really useful card, and the combos she manages to pull off of it are really, really decent as well.
Number 5.
Exodia. Now, this has to be one of the most iconic set of cards in the whole entire game. Now these things are unbelievable. For all 5 pieces you win the game. Yeah, pretty hard to obtain in the actual game, but still pretty decent cards nonetheless. Also symbolic to the game because it's the card that Yugi uses to beat Seto Kaiba in one of the first major duels of the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Series. Yeah, it's just a really good card.
Number 4.
Red Eyes Black Dragon. Now of course this is Joey Wheeler's signature card from the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Series. It just stands out because it is a really, really badass monster. I mean, Black Dragon, pure red eyes, it's just really, really cool. And the way that Joey uses it, eventually Yugi has to use it against Joey to revive him when Marek takes him over in the Battle City series. It's just a really, really cool card, and it really does symbolise Yu-Gi-Oh!
Number 3.
Now, Egyptian God cards. Now, these have to be the highlight of the first series of Yu-Gi-Oh! After Duelist Kingdom, of course, because they weren't in that part. Well, I mean, Wind Dragon, the Vast, Slav the Sky Dragon, Obelisk the Tormentor, they form the basis for the second series, which is Battle City. Some of the ones, has to be some of the coolest monsters that I've ever seen in the game, on the anime anyway, because I haven't really watched any of us. Yeah, it's really awesome monsters.
Number 2.
The Blue Eyes White Dragon. Of course, everybody knows the Blue Eyes White Dragon. It has to be one of the most signature monsters in the whole game. Of course, in the first series, it is originally used by Seto Kaiba. And it's his signature card along with the other 2 to get out, obviously Blue Eyes Ultimate. Personally, obviously it stands out because you can always remember, going to the Yugi vs Kaiba duel, you always knew he was going to eventually pull out the Blue Eyes, and he always did. So it's just a really, really card, and brings back memories of the old series.
And number 1.
Dark Magician. Now this has to be the symbol of Yu-Gi-Oh! Essentially, personally for me, I'd see it as a symbol of Yu-Gi-Oh! Being because it's Yugi's main card, who is the main character in the first, I believe it's 3 series of Yu-Gi-Oh! It's just really, really iconic card. I mean, whenever you think of Yu-Gi-Oh! I think of Yu-Gi-Oh! I always think of the Dark Magician. This just has to be personally for me the most signature card and monster in the first series of Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, that is it for this video. So don't forget to push the like button, leave a comment down below, and of course subscribe if you're new to the channel. Message from my Twitter, link down below as always. So that's been the Sace. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next Yu-Gi-Oh! Video.